All right, here with quarterback Nick Scheelhaase. Last go round, man. How's it going?
No, it's exciting. I think as a senior, you really don't know what it's about. Being a senior, you've seen guys go before you, and you always hear people talk about their senior year and their last go around. But really, when you feel that as a senior, it is something different. When you're in spring ball and that was your last spring practice, your last spring game. You're in the summer workouts, it's your last summer workout, it's something different. And going into your last season, you want to make the most out of it. You want to leave a legacy, and I think that's something all of us as seniors want to do. And I think it's been great working with the young guys we have because they all want to start to build something.
All right. New playbook as a senior again.
All right.
What's that like learning that new playbook?
It's been a good transition. Obviously, when you played been around the game as much as I have, there's really nothing that's going to be all the way new. X's and O's won't change that much, but I think, as you go on, you learn how to learn things, and you're able to teach those younger guys at a faster pace. And I think for us, that's the biggest thing that we have to do. We have to learn things up quick because that season will be here before we know it, and we want to be as confident as possible heading into game one.
This offense has been talked about as being a quarterback-friendly offense, and it's more on your shoulders as far as making reads and where guys are supposed to be and making checks and audibles. Is Nathan Scheelhaase, as a senior, ready for this offense?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I've learned a lot over the last few years. I feel confident, and people talk about quarterback-friendly offenses, but they're only friendly if the quarterback makes the most out of it. And I think all of us as quarterbacks have to learn this up and be coaches on the field to be able to get guys in the right position and get them the ball where they need it. And so that's so important for us, and it's something that we'll look forward to doing this year.
You guys talk about this offense. It's not really going to be as much downhill running, but you guys have a stable running backs who are eager and ready to go. Just talk about knowing that those guys in the back backing you up back there.
Yeah, well, the great thing is that this offense is so multiple. You can be split out in five wides at some points, and then you can be lined up in the I formation at other points. And I think, with the running backs we have to utilize them. They're guys that are able to make plays for us, and that's what we're trying to do: move the football and make plays at any time possible. So I think, with that, you take advantage of your best players, and I think our running backs are some of our best players, and they're for sure going to get the ball a good share of the time.
You got dinged up a little bit last year and weren't able to play to the full potential that you thought you were able to do. Talk about what you learned on the sideline, watching your brother run out there taking the snaps in the heat of fire.
Yeah, I think what you learn is that everyone is important. As a quarterback room, as a receiver room, regardless of who's out there, if somebody goes down, you want the next man to be ready to go and ready to produce. And I think that's something that we've learned. It's been great, working with the quarterbacks that we have. We've always had a tight-knit quarterback room, and it's guys I enjoy being around. So we're all going to be as prepared as possible to go out there and be able to succeed as a team because regardless of who's in there, we want to be able to move the ball and have success.
How's the new offensive coordinator, Bill Cuba? How's it working with him?
It's gone good. I think Coach Cuba has been around the game for a long time, and it's been a good transition just working with him. But it really would turn into what we as players want to make of the offense because it doesn't matter how much he knows or how great his resume is and how great a plays he calls if we don't execute them on the field as players. So because of that, it comes down to us, and this fall camp is really important to see what we're all about.
As a quarterback, you get to see your other brother on the other side of the field defensively. Talk about their progression. I mean, they're a mixed group, not as experienced as they were last year. Just talk about what you're seeing in progression.
Yeah, the thing I love about our defense right now is that they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. I think people have told them that they're not as experienced, that they don't have the guys they may have had over the years, but I think they're really excited about just playing together as one. Because I think if you have 11 guys going at it as hard as possible and be in the right position, it'll make things really tough. And I think just that chip that they'll play with will be something that will be really special to watch.
For the 800th time today, got married this past summer. Talk about being a married man.
It's been great. Obviously this summer and being able to get married and not only that, but sharing an experience with a group of friends and family. I had a bunch of teammates as a groomsmen was great. And, being able to share this next year with my best friend and marrying my wife, and that's something that we're excited about. We're excited about starting life together. This is our first time living together and being around each other. And, just getting that opportunity to share something that's so important, in marriage, and get to go and share the rest of life together. It's hard not to get excited for that.
What was harder, learning the playbook or planning the wedding?
Planning the wedding was definitely harder. I think we did it pretty fast. We got married within 5 months, and thank goodness she is a lot smarter than me when it comes to that, and was able to organize a whole lot and did a great job with that. But there's so much more that goes into it than you could expect. So that was definitely difficult. It's not my first playbook I had to learn, but that's the first and only time I'll have to learn about all that. So it's nice to have that in the rear view.